Well, we got all our hay made. I really appreciate the neighbors coming down and making that hay for me. So got the last load hauled in here. We're gonna get her unloaded and then we're gonna load the brown truck up, run it over the shop, let them fix it. That's leaking diesel fuel. I kind of eyeballed it a little bit, and I don't know if it's something I want to tackle right now. I got plenty of other things to fix, like the baler sitting over there. But so we're going to unload this hay, load up the brown truck. We gotta get all our stuff out of there so we can use the black truck to go haul a couple campers tomorrow. So we'll be back on the road in the morning. Yeah. No rest for the weary. I did kind of quit yesterday afternoon a little early. I think I went in about 3 o'clock, which that's a little earlier than what I have been. So yeah, no days off for me, but whatever. That's just part of it. Got to make hay while the sun's shining. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so there's the old brown truck loaded up. Yeah, she's leaking like super aggressive. She's left her mark on the trailer. That stripe is all out of this truck. So she's got a pretty good leak. Just happy it happened here, not out on the road. So that's good. So we got to run up to the truck stop and get some diesel fuel, and then we're going to take it to the shop and kick it off. It is what it is. I don't like using the black truck unless I got to. I kind of save on that truck. She's got a soft spot in my heart. I kind of like the black one, so I kind of try to use the brown one as much as I can doing RV transport. But not this week. So we got all our stuff out of the brown one, switched over to the black one, and maybe he'll get her done Monday or Tuesday or something, I don't know. So here we go, going to the shop on a Sunday. Yeah. All right, well, it's the following day. Yeah, time to get the party started. Oh my. We got kind of a big day today. We're gonna try to run 2 today. So we're gonna put several miles on the road. So yeah. We're getting started in the dark. It's gonna be a long day, but we should make good money today. I should have washed the truck yesterday, but I just didn't. It rained like the son of a gun last night, so. All right. Looks like all our lights are working. Tires are good. License plate lights are working. Yeah. So, yeah. Time to get on down the highway. And, yeah. There it is, 413. So, here we go. Let's get on down the road. All right, well, here's our first one for the day. Just a little guy. 38-footer Cortera. Pretty nice looking little camper. We'll see how it pulls. If I was gonna be in the market for one, this would probably be about the size I'd be in. Them big ones, why, I could see where they'd be a pain in the butt to get around a little bit, but that was pretty nice. Got good tires on it. Got good lights. Of course, black on black looks sharp. So yeah, we're all hitched up here. Gotta get our jacks lit up. And we're gonna get on down the road. So we'll see how she pulls. That's a nice one. I kind of like that. That'd be what I'd be in the market for, probably right there. That's a nice little camper. So here we go. Get on down the highway. Okay, well, there's our second one for the day kicked off. Oh man, I'm pretty well whipped. Oh, it's time to go home, I think. I had me a pretty good day today. Put some miles on the road. All right, well, this is the following day again. Got the brown truck back. Ah, she seems to be running all right. We're gonna slide up north and grab us another one and take it down by Louisville. So, yeah. We're gonna get one I don't wanna get. We're gonna get a travel trailer, which if you've been watching along, you know I have a strong dislike for travel trailers. But the rates are good and fairly close to home. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so here we go. We got a little travel trailer unit. These are definitely not my favorite, but whatever. The rate's good on it, and it's not going too terribly far from the house, so that's good. We'll see how she pulls. I guarantee it don't pull as good as the fifth wheel, but it don't weigh a heck of a lot. It's a little feller, 32 feet, I think. The old Westbrook. Of course, it's got some cheap ass Chinese bullshit tires on it, but whatever. They're aired up, so they had plenty of air in them. Didn't have plenty in them, but it'll be all right. Ain't a bad little trailer. I suppose if you were going to tool around a little bit here and there, close to home, why, that wouldn't be too terrible, but just not my style. So, yeah, the old Westbrook. So, yeah. We're gonna get on down the highway and probably gonna head home and take off early in the morning. It just goes down by Louisville, so that's not too terribly far away. But we'll see how she shakes down. All right, well, it's the following morning. Got our travel trailer all hitched up here. I wasn't wrong, man. Them travel trailers, why? Yeah. No bueno. But it is what it is. If I can get the key in there, get in there. Yeah. I'm not gonna pull travel trailers unless the rate's good. Seems like about once a month. Why? I gotta learn my lesson. So yeah, but it is what it is. The rate's pretty good on this one, so we're gonna take it, obviously. But we're not leaving as early as we could, but I was wanting to get back to the house and try to do something today, but looks like it's gonna rain, so not really in too much of a hurry. We're going down by Louisville, so I don't know why, but if you go down south of Louisville about 10 or 12 miles, why, diesel fuel is about 40 cents a gallon cheaper, which is sickening how it can be that much cheaper just crossing the state line, but whatever. So we're gonna kick this off down there and slide down there and take advantage of the cheap diesel fuel. So, all right, here we go. Okay, so we made it down here, and I just want to point something out. So, guys will kind of talk crap about pulling those big dogs, and you know, them big ones, why they pay more money. So, here's what I'm talking about right there. You know, if you're gonna get 10 mile a gallon pulling a travel trailer, why wouldn't you get 10 mile a gallon pulling a big one and make more money? So right there, we went 128 miles, averaged of 10.8 mile a gallon. So that kind of proves it. You know, just because it's lighter and not as long doesn't mean it's gonna be good for your pocketbook. Because in this business, why? It's all about efficiency, and that right there is, yeah. So that's about all I got to say about that. We're burning up the road. Oh, we got that one kicked off down there at Louisville, and we're heading back to the house now. So I showed my fuel mileage there in that last clip, and I kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. So a couple videos back I was talking about pulling those big ones because that's where the money's at. So we just took a small one, travel trailer, down there Louisville, and I showed my fuel mileage was around 10 mile a gallon. Now I know that that computer on the truck, why, it'd tell you a story that ain't no good, but it does give you a reference point to kind of know where you're at. You know, it's not perfect, but it does give you a rough idea of what you're up to. So what I was trying to say was, so if you're going to take a little old travel trailer like that one that doesn't necessarily pay as good as one of the big ones, but you're going to get, you know, I mean, I've had those big fifth wheels. I'll get 12 mile a gallon, pull them things, and then I've tied on, you know, and they'll weigh 16,000 pounds, you know. And then I've tied on to one like that only weighs like 8,000 pounds, and I'm getting 10 mile a gallon. So what I'm getting at is that, you know, you're almost better off to pull that bigger, heavier one, because number one, the rate's going to be better on the mile, and number two, you're going to get just as good or better fuel mileage. Now, why that is, I can't really tell you. It's got something to do with the design of them or whatever. I don't know. Now, you know, you could argue that pulling more weight is going to be harder on your truck. Well, I mean, yeah, there's some truth to that, but at the same time, you know, you gotta pay attention to your truck at all the time. You know, if your truck's struggling, you gotta let off. You can't just be running it. You know, it's not a race. When you're out on the road pulling these things, the only person you're racing is yourself. So, you know, if you pay attention to your truck and you treat it with respect, you know, you're going to get the similar results out of it, whether you're towing 5,000 pounds or you're towing 15,000 pounds. You know, you gotta drive it. You know, or I guess not really drive it. You gotta operate it. You know, there's a difference between an operator and a driver. You know, so you got to pay attention to that thing and read what it's telling you and react accordingly. So I guess what I'm saying is, you know, if you take care of that truck and you drive that thing with some common sense and have some respect for it when you're towing, you're going to get the similar results out of it, whether you're pulling a lawnmower or a train. You know, you just have to treat it respectfully. So what I'm saying is, you know, pulling those little ones that are lightweight, why, you're not gonna make the money. You know, you're going to have to do service on that truck and work on that truck, whether you're pulling, you know, a little bit of nothing or a big one. And you got to decide whether or not it's worth it. And I can tell you from my experience, pulling them big ones, that's where you're going to make your money. And those are the reasons why. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me to pull a little bitty one making nothing versus pulling a big ass one where you're actually going to make a little money, because you're going to get the same mileage no matter what you do. And you know, as long as you treat your truck right, why, it's going to work out, you know. So what I'm saying is, don't necessarily believe them guys that tell you should pull them little ones, because that's not necessarily how you're going to make your money. I think there's some guys that'll tell you that because why they want them big ones, because that's where the money's at and they don't want to spread it around. So I'm just trying to be as genuine as I can, and tell you what I really think, and that is what I think, and in my opinion and my experience, why that's how it's worked for me. So anyhow, we're gonna zip on back to the house here, and I was talking to that buddy of mine earlier today, and we're gonna get together and do some talking about this here coming up. So if you got any questions, why, throw them down there in the comments, and we'll try to sort it out. So anyhow, we're gonna burn this highway up.